Hi, welcome to Armbrust Real Estate Institute. Thanks for checking us out. My name is Patrick Armbrust. I'm the director and owner of the school. We are the oldest school in Colorado, formed in 1961 by my predecessor. We are a family-owned, third-generation, family-owned company. And I think the reason we've been around for so long is we're the best value. You're going to go through the program. Following the program, you'll pass the state exam first time. So our Armbrust students don't go take the test 10 times to get their license at $60 a pop. And the reason we can get you past the state exam efficiently is because we don't teach to the exam. We teach real estate. If we can teach righteous real estate, you'll pass anybody's test. But more importantly, we've equipped you to achieve your goals, which is not probably to pass the test and get a license, but to go use that license to sell real estate, do your own investments, whatever your goal would be. So we teach to that. 150 years of experience with our staff, with our faculty, we can speak into and teach people how to sell real estate, make money in this industry. So that's a little bit about us. If you're watching this with an interest of pursuing the online, I'm going to segue into that in just a minute. But if you're interested in classroom, that's the information that I'll share with you today. Call us, check us out, talk to other brokers to see what they might recommend. There are brokerage firms in Colorado that will not consider you as an associate in their firm unless you went to school with Armbrust, because they know you come out of school ready to go. So with that, I'm going to talk about the online a little bit. If you're interested in this, we're a little bit different. What we don't do is put text up on the screen. You guys are going to receive, online students receive the same hard print materials that a classroom student would do. You get the same benefit of the stories and the examples, because you're basically going to be online with me just like you are right now. I'm going to talk through the course as you have your books in front of you and follow along just like you would do in the classroom. We're going to talk to you about the content. We're going to tell stories and make it come alive and apply it to real life. And we'll certainly bring in test questions because we're very familiar with how you're tested. So really the significant difference, I think, between online and classroom, two, you don't have to attend class according to our schedule. You can do it on demand. It is on-demand education. And then secondly, the biggest difference is how you ask questions. Rather than raising your hand in the classroom, you'd have to reach out to myself or David Affman, my executive director. We're available 24/7, 365 pretty much. So you'll have mobile contacts. And if you have a question, you can simply email. You'll have our personal email addresses. Mobile phones, you can text or email or call. And it's really that simple. So you're going through the course, you've got a question, hit the pause button, dial a phone number, or send a text message, and you'll get a response. In that regard, I'll show you how I'm going to mix things up a little bit online. I'm going to go to a screen share here in just a minute, and I'll show you the pass rates, I suppose, first, and then we'll go through a couple of slides, not a whole lot, but just to get a little idea of how we do things. So first, let's talk about the passing rates in Colorado. The state publishes the reports. The state portion of the test, there's both a national and a state portion of the exams. The state portion of the exam is the most difficult. So if you go down and look at schools with any size, there's a couple of schools out there, smaller schools, that honestly, you've got to give them credit for what they're doing. That's a respectable passing rate. Some of the largest schools in Colorado, there's quite a gap between what they're doing and what we're doing. We're always about the mid 90 percentile on the state portion. That's the most difficult. And so sometimes you can see Armbrust at a 30 to a 40% pass rate advantage over your competitors. So again, one and done is kind of what we're doing. For the online students, you're going to have contact information for myself and David Affman, and we're always available for you. Let me teach you guys something and show you kind of the power of the learning. And this is something that we do teach in school. This is where I really started actually my career back in the mid 70s. This is an amortization schedule, guys, and this is a bit of information. I'm sharing this with you here because whether you go to school here or not, you need to be aware of this and share this information with your consumers. And I got to tell you, you can endear yourself into your consumers and build a repeat and a referral-based business model, which is very, very strong business model if you share information that's unique and helpful, and they can't get it anywhere else. So I want to show you this just real quick. Let me go ahead and erase that real quick here. But sorry, get to my pen. So in your loan payment, everybody knows if you prepay, if you send extra money to the lender on a monthly basis, you're going to pay off your loan faster and save yourself money. But they don't know exactly how much money or how much time it's going to take them to pay off their loan. So I want to show you something. Your regular mortgage payment is a PITI payment. Principal, that's the money that you borrowed, pay it back a little bit every month, interest on that money, and then your taxes and insurance. That's not part of the amortization schedule. Your taxes and insurance component of your payment is just 1/12 of your annual tax bill and homeowners insurance. So the lender collects that and saves it up until it's due and they pay it. So the amortization schedule just deals with the PI payment. So let's say you bought or refinance your house, your first payment is due April 1st. You have to always send in a payment, and this is your PI payment. Remember, your full payment's going to be a little bit larger because it'll have that TI. But your PI payment of $1,278.20, you always got to make a full payment. Of that PI portion of your payment, your amortization schedule breaks it down between interest and principal. So you make your $1,278.20 payment the first month, but if you want, you can send any random amount along with that, but I don't suggest you do that. I suggest you stick to the next month's exact principal amount. If you've got an extra $543.09, and I understand we don't always, and I'll talk to that in a minute, add that to the $1,278 payment, and then essentially what you've done is you've made two payments. So I'll give my clients an amortization schedule on paper and teach them just to cross out the payments that they're making. So on April 1st, you made the $1,278.20 plus the $543. That means your next payment will be due. The May payment will be actually your June payment. But as importantly, that $735.11 interest that goes with that second payment, you'll never send that to the bank. Remember what Ben said, a penny saved is a penny earned. If you never send to the bank $735.11, that's kind of like it's not going to ever come out of your account, right? So two good things have happened here. You've made two payments at once and you save $735.11, but it's cost you $543.09 to do that. Okay, there's the trade-off. Now we come to May. We have to make our payment. But let's say we got a little bonus that month and we want to send them a couple extra months principal. So we're talking about $1,100 here on top of the $1,278. If you can, you make that payment, you cross out 3 payments that you've actually made that month on your amortization schedule. And I tell my clients to circle the money they've saved. I want my clients to know the money that they're saving by my counseling. So in 2 months, we paid 5 months of payments. It's cost us a little extra money in addition, if you've got it, but look at the money that we've saved. We'll never send that to the bank. Now, let's go to June. You've made an April payment, a May payment. Now you're making a June payment, but this is for September. So you're way ahead of the game. And you've got $1,278.20, but you don't have extra money that month. So don't send any extra money. If you don't have that exact amount, don't send anything, but save what you do have and add that to what you can save next month. And then maybe when you make your next month's payment, you've got the subsequent month's exact amount. So stay on the amortization schedule and you know exactly how fast you're paying off your bill, your loan, and to the penny, how much you're saving. And of course, your amortization schedule then shows you your remaining loan balance. So that's really powerful information. I've had people with master's degrees in finance come to me after class and kind of sheepishly tell me they've never understood this. So this is not universally understood. Everybody gets the core concept, but they don't see the strategic application of the amortization schedule. This is the kind of information that a knowledgeable broker can share and really endear people to your high level of real estate counseling. And guys, got to tell you, you're all 5 years from a point where you can make a nice living simply by referrals from people that you've helped in the past or repeat business. So that's a little bit about Armbrust, and that's a little bit about our online program. If you're interested, give us a call, shoot us an email, and we'd love to chat with you further. Thanks a lot.